All right, guys, this week at SecureIt. First off, you're going to notice Steven is not with me today. He's home with the flu or a very bad cold, but I didn't want to wait to get this shot. This is critical information that people need to know. We got banned from Facebook, from all of our advertising. We advertise a lot on Facebook. It's a good channel for us. And all in one day, we were banned. We got working with a couple people inside of Facebook, and we worked with a gentleman who was a shooter, a 2A supporter. And he gave us a lot of information. So what had happened was, every time we posted on Facebook, the new marketing director at Liberty Safe was going to his personal account, flagging it as offensive. Going to the business account, flagging it as offensive. Going to his wife's account, flagging it as offensive. To friends and so on. I got a bunch of people to flag us as offensive on every post we did. You could say that's just guerrilla marketing. They're doing their thing, but Liberty did by flagging all of our posts as offensive just through BS reasons to try to get us shut down. That hurts our whole industry. That just tells Facebook, it reinforces the notion that anything to do with firearms has to be offensive. That really hurts our whole industry. Secondly, Liberty Safe was sold to a company called Monomoy Capital Partners a few years ago. It's a private equity firm. If you do some research on Monomoy Capital Partners, I'm going to post a couple of links in the notes of this video. Going to the government websites that tracks political contributions, you'll see that Monomoy has donated about $680,000 to politicians and political action groups, some of the super PACs, all of which are far left, most of which are very anti-gun. In fact, some of their platforms are flat out banning guns and very strict gun control. So a couple of questions come to mind for me. Why would a company that clearly sits on the far left side of the political spectrum and sits on the anti-2A, anti-gun side of this country, why would they buy a gun safe company? I mean, it seems kind of stupid. It seems out of, they're a little out of touch there. But the other side of it is, Liberty advertised itself as America's gun safe company. They use trust as a big word, heritage, and this idea that we've been here for a long time, we're America's company. Yet the people that own it, when you buy a safe from them, the profits are going to a very left-wing organization. At least that's what it looks like. It's my opinion. That's donating a lot of money to far-left politicians, anti-2A politicians. So, my message would be, why don't you guys sell that company to a group of investors that actually support the Second Amendment? If you're dead set on buying a traditional gun safe, you look at Fort Knox, look at Cannon. I've met most of those guys. They're good people. There's nothing, I'd prefer you to buy my product. I think we do a better job. I think our CradleGrid technology, I think our full-size answer safe is a much better choice than a Liberty or any of the other traditional safes. But if you're dead set on having one of those safes, there are good manufacturers out there, but you need to be aware of what's happening with Liberty. Now, the people that work there, the ones that I've met, I have been there, I've toured their factory, they're all good people. They really are. The challenge is the ownership, and I hope it changes.